BSdiscover. Guess what? Why do poor people stay poor? What is it that you cannot manifest as quickly as the rich? Well, stay with me until the end of this video and I'll let you know why.
I've been
played back each video and sometimes bring content that was in another video in, whether it's by sentence or a picture. But it's only to bring your mind and keep your mind intact with alignment of what is going on when I get my videos to you. And one of the things, whenever I go through a lesson, I like to teach other people. That's what my content is all about. It can be educational. I'm not no therapist. This is not a therapy channel. However, my experiences can be education. What is stopping you from growth? Lack of knowledge. That's number one. And when I say lack of knowledge, lack of knowing what is going on around you. Knowing how you can be trying to manifest in a direction, but yet you're not aware of the knowledge that is given to you through your experiences. Why did I not hit the lottery ticket? It may not be the method of your wins. Why did I not become a politician? It may not be the method of your wins. Why am I single? It may not be the method of your wins. Why you continue to move on and to break open doors that have been closed, sometimes the people that you deal with, when I'm learning, you get upset why you broke up with that person, why you lost that job, why even you can't go there. It's because where you want to go, them people cannot bless you the way God want to take you to places. He already knew them people were not for you. Therefore, you was not what? Manifesting. They were manifesting, but he knew if he would have put you there, they couldn't handle the blessing that he has for you. They're too small. And while you think that it's you putting that mental cap on being you because you have no knowledge by paying attention of the things that are happening around you. So you have to learn how to make changes and quickly as you grow. Like making this video. I have a lot going on around me. So now I have to integrate. That's mean put in what I see and how I can allow this video to take place so I can be right here with you right now, giving you the message that you need to receive. But first I had to pay attention to everything around me. And once I pay attention to everything around me, I know when to put the slot in. It's time for you to move. And that's how you're going to be. You're paying attention to everything around you. You're single, and it's only because that person wasn't big enough, nor family big enough to handle what God got in store for you. A lot of us beat ourselves up, and people don't understand how you can be single and be happy at the same time. I'm happy because I knew them people wasn't big enough to handle what God has for me. So while he making you, he's got all this camaraderie going on around you. And you trying to figure out why this is going on, why that is. So you dipping in this and you dipping in that. It's because at some point is where you're going to stop. And that's where your blessing going to be. So you got to keep dipping in that and dipping in there. And one thing I like to notice, and I keep telling you, get familiar with AI. It is going far. Start with ChatGPT. ChatGPT will take you to the final destination. Do you understand me? it will get you there with no problem. And it will show you, when I say final destination, that's me if I do something on ChatGPT and I don't get the answer. So take it with ChatGPT. If ChatGPT get the right prompt, guess what? It's going to tell you exactly what app you need. If it cannot do it, oh, don't do this with ChatGPT. But at least with ChatGPT, you have somewhere that knows everything about you, and it's going to place you to where you need to go. It's going to take you to that other app, to that other Gemini or whatever can help you. And guess what? It throw it right at you. Then it give you some tools to take with you. Isn't that how life is? That's why these people were in your life. God was giving you tools to take with you. Because they're not big enough to handle where you're going to go. Why some people succeed later on, but look at all the stories they can share at the places they've been. People can't even give you an iceberg tip of the places you've been. And you wonder why all eyes are on you, because they know there's something special about you. In the meantime, knowledge will get you even further why people who are poor continue to be poor, because I'm following the poor. I love my people. So if I want to give them something, if I want to contribute to helping another, I need to first help myself. So as a child, at the age of 14, I was already contacting business people to help me in the community. First, the community leaders. I was blessed with a volunteer job, but it wasn't just by anybody. At the age of 14. I know what your child do. I know your child went to college. I know, but your child did not do this. This is my story. Don't block my story. My story has purpose. But people like to block your story because they're trying to block your blessing. If I can block your story, then nobody can hear, because I'm throwing you this. But how many people has went to college? But how many people has went to college and done this? Or done it this way? Or done it that way? Or were able to be next to these people at the same time, but didn't get caught up? There was knowledge there, but they weren't big enough to handle the blessing God has for you. So they're going to keep throwing who succeed. Yes, they did, but they haven't lived life. When you can sit down, when you get older, you can sit down with your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and tell them some stories they'd be shocked about. Well, how did you make it? Because I was here to save you in the end. I was here to open doors so you can walk on through. See, they ain't going to tell you that part, because they don't want you to know that part. They don't know that you have the mental capability of succeeding, making things happen behind the scenes, when behind the scenes is trying to make things happen for them. When I talk about behind the scenes, I'm talking about things you don't see. You probably see it on somebody's phone. Like I told you, sometimes you could be in one place and somebody's saying something about you, doing things to you, making you look some type of way, but this is the blessing. They had to use you. So what is it about you that you can't make no views or anything unless you're using me? Because they're not the star. You are the star. But they want you and everybody else to think it's them by trying to derail your blessing. Now, anybody in business know There's a good way to get business and there's a bad way. You got to make a choice. They got books about it. I read books. That's why I'm in the library. And that's when I learned, God, dog, you can get a business by robbing somebody. Ideas. They call them sabotage. You know what sabotage is? Are people that, even big corporations do it. Let's say there's a corporation that's coming out with this car. They'll hire somebody who's real good on the other team to go in this competition place to get all the information, rob them, and make the car before they do. And the person is yelling and saying, it's happened. Study, do your research. You can't ask to be a part of something if you can't not be a part of something. Being a part of something is knowing how things develop. How did they get there? We know the business way, we know that way, but what about the underdog way, the hood way? When you're trying to reach out of the hood, when you're trying to get on a rope and move further than what is expected. Because somebody is watching you. And if I have not had people who succeeded, even right here in New York, who became stars, who are stars, who've been in movies, who've done things, who told me, we see you coming. But I want to tell you, they're going to be, what do they call them? I want you to think for a second what they call them. Tell me. They're always going to be crabs. You ever seen crabs when you're cooking crab, blue crab? Anybody cook crabs before? Blue crabs. And then how they always trying to get out the pot as you cooking it? That's how they going to be. And you're going to see a lot of crabs. I see them. Ready to show that they have control of what you're doing. They don't have control. You just sitting back and watching the camaraderie. And wherever they go, wherever they stream to, they're going to go somewhere with somebody who's already there. One of your friends is extended. Oh, I see them. And as soon as they come up, they're going to go down. Because I see how you came up. That could have been me. We saw that she was a good person. He was developing in the right direction. But you wanted to come out as a crab. That's mean you're doing things secretly. That's a person who can't be trusted. And you have that a lot. That's one thing I learned about loyalty, and you have to learn that. Being loyal to your job, being loyal to the family, being loyal to the people around you. At some point in life, you have to be loyal to you. So that's what I had to do. I had to stop allowing these people to grab, popularize, monetize, and recognize the people who was bringing me through. So while I'm sitting there, you know you don't have to fight because you got people in this business, you got people in that business, and they sitting back waiting and say, let's wait for them to come up because we know who's supposed to be coming up. And if you come up here first, how do you get here? And that's why a lot of people are temporarily blessed. They'll make it. They'll do 1, 2, 3 hit songs. You don't see them no more. Sometimes it's that one song that bring the income up. And they know how to utilize the money to do what they want to do. Or it's that one song they live on for a minute and end up losing everything they had. Because guess what? They wasn't prepared for the ride. They didn't get the knowledge in. They didn't look back and see what was going on. They didn't watch for the crabs. Listen to poor. Listen to poor. When I talk about the poor, this is why we don't come up. Because some of us don't know how to walk away from other people and walk solo. You worry about bringing everybody else along, and everybody else along is bringing everybody else along. You cannot be recognized. because they block who you were by bringing everybody else along. But if you're patient and let them do them around you, or they're going to do them around you, you're going to shine because that's just you. And everybody's watching you and they're watching those around you. But you are you. I say those around you. They can't represent a stronger, superior person. They need more people on the team. But when you're chosen, all you do is need you. I chose you to do this job. I picked you to come out the hood. But are you recognizing the knowledge of why the hood do not succeed? Are you learning? Are you doing some research, doing more study? I'm here with you now. I'm doing more study. I may miss some time with you, but I'm coming right back. And when I come back, I'm coming back more for you. And the more for you that I learned is you have to be able to stay afloat. There's going to be moments because you're going through a change. It's not going to happen overnight. Your body, your mind, everything is going to change. You're going to find your body being in different directions. 1 minute you used to wake up at a certain time. Now you're not waking up at that certain time because everything is changing as knowledge comes in. Your body's preparing. You're changing the pattern. That old pattern is done away with. There's a new pattern going on. Because you're changing. You're taking the knowledge. Whenever there's change, what? The pattern change. If I move and I change from one neighborhood, I don't have to walk the way I used to walk when I used to go to the old neighborhood. Because guess what? I'm in a new pattern. I'm in a new neighborhood. And that's what you got to recognize. And then when you go through that, it's a fight. Because your body is so accustomed, your mind is so accustomed. Or the people around you are so accustomed to you doing things one way. And they say, why all of a sudden change? Why all of a sudden it changed? Because what? The patterns changed. There's a new direction. There's a new calling. There's a new job. There's a new opportunity. There's new growth. And that's the things that I'm learning. So when I give you lessons, now I understand why certain YouTubers can give lessons. It's because we learn. We get the tools, the materials. We get it to where we study, we embed it in our minds, and then it goes from our heart to you. Because if I can do it, I know you can. But do you know how to walk away? Do you know how to be solo? Yes, it feels good to have people around you. But if I have people around me all the time, I'm so engrossed into what they're doing, into what I could do for myself. And sometimes it makes it seem like you ain't doing nothing, but you're doing something because they're so used to you being mobile. But the more you take in, the less mobile you become. You don't have to run there, because you got the tools right here. And nowadays, it's on your phone. So now you're going to have to worry about who's around your phone, who's around your laptop, who's around you. Because if anything is gone, it got to be the person who's around you. Then you're going to have people play mind tricks on you. Move things over here when you know you left it there. So they want to see if you recognize. But go with the program. Let them think if they think you're crazy, let them think you're crazy. You know who the crazy one. It took a whole lot of you to get out of your means to try to take me out of my means, but I ain't finna go there with you. That type of attitude. But I know who moved it. I know I did. And I'm not going to say anything about it. Because I know me. You begin to program yourself. This is where I leave my keys. That's one thing. The college professor, the first day I went to college, another college in Florida, my college professor told us, there's a thing called Scotoma. Psychologically, we've been programmed. Have you ever put your keys down, put your wallet down, and you don't know where you put it? You forgot where you put it? Oh, you know where you put it. But you got so much going on. The blockage is blocking what you could remember. But if you learn how to relax and take it all in, or even practice, he gave us a key thing. Practice how to put your key in one place. You have to train your mind. Your mind you've been taught a lot of things, but have you trained your mind? How to discipline in time of need. Oh, let them act a fool. I'm gonna sit myself here, let them talk, but I'm gonna be all right. Because I know what's going on. That's discipline. That's making sure your mind understands. What have we started to do, and we talk about it in class, people started to put their keys in one place. So now I know where my key is at. So if I see my key missing, I say, wait up. I have a routine place I put my keys. It should not be missing. Guess what? All of a sudden, you know where your keys are. You're training your mind. You done trained your mind and didn't even know it. You know where your wallet is. You at home, you can't even trust people with your wallet. Family robbed too. You can't trust people with certain information. This is why the poor, because we so trusting people, I'm going to put my wallet here in my family, knowing that everybody in the hood is trying to survive. And I may be wrong, but I got to protect myself. Train my mind to hide my important stuff. Train my mind. Now I know where my keys is. And sometimes people be looking at you all day because I know where I put it. But where is it? And sometimes you be rushing to do things and you got this little space of room, so you're trying to utilize what you have, so you may misplace it. Because you're trying to change your clothes, you're trying to put clothes away, you're trying to straighten up, you're trying to do all this, and the key's on the bed, but you didn't know you put the key in a drawer. Because you put away the other stuff, but the keys were right underneath. So what you gonna do? You know, train the mind where I put the stuff. So guess what? You open the drawer, there it goes. There goes your keys. Move the clothes out the way, there goes your keys. You ain't lose your mind. Ain't nothing wrong with your mind. What is wrong, and I'm talking to my poor people, is where you don't set yourself and bet on yourself. Invest in yourself. It don't matter where I've been in life. Trust and believe I invested in myself. There's some type of certificate. There's some type of school. There's some type of organization. There's something that's a plus. If you go in my old Facebook page, I got so many people that have left organizations on my page. My friend, they say, this person is too good. We got to follow her. We got to follow her. A lot of people don't get that. Yeah, they made it, but a lot of people don't get that. So wherever the bigger blessing that you don't see is only because you're being prepared. So enjoy every step. And as you make yourself and you figure out, I could do it this way so I can receive better, I can receive more, like learning how to be alone, like learning how, when you have a project to do, leave the phone off. Let it ring. That phone is a distraction. Let it ring. They're going to call back. And then what you do, all the things you're thinking about, oh, I got to make a doctor appointment, I got to do this, write it all down on paper. Write it down. And write down what you're going to call when you finish doing what you're going to do. Whether you're going to call them now, get it out the way. Don't let it take too much time. Give it 10 minutes of your time. And then you put the paper down. So now while you're doing your work, guess what? My mind ain't over here thinking about what I have to do after I finish videotaping. My keys are put away. I know where that's at. And I could be me. So I want to encourage you to focus and know the reasons why we don't succeed. We always following without giving recognition to some accomplishments. Everybody always look at the bad things, but they never look at the good. I always look at the good. That's why I always talk about it. They ain't going to tell you. Savings kids, they ain't going to tell you. They're going to tell you their version. But God knows yours. See, their version got a line of people dropping. Your version got a line of people surviving. But first of all, and foremost, and first of all, knowledge. You have to take it in. Not just take it in, utilize it. That teacher taught us that. And from that day forward, I knew there was nothing wrong with your memory. Train your mind to think. Train your mind to focus. And I'm going to do a video on that next. How to stay focused. Because if I would not stay focused, trust and believe, I would not be doing this video right now. Until next time. My poor people, I want to see come rich. Go out there, BS and discover.